May 23rd. A long time ago in another life, I was in Hi-Fi and I was at the CEDIA show, custom electronics, consumer electronics, I don't know, design and installation, I don't know. I used to know. Apparently it hasn't been important to me in 5 years. That's some kind of show, and then there's Hi-Fi and TVs and shit. And I was out and about at night because we were going to go see a Queen tribute band. Couldn't find them. There was a gaggle of us, and we were walking down the road, and I said something about finding this Queen tribute band, and suddenly this guy up in front of us said, "Oh, you're looking for the Queen tribute band?" We said, "Yeah." And he says, "Oh, they really sucked, and their show was already over. Here, have this shirt." And he handed me a t-shirt. And every time I wear this t-shirt, I think of that, and it's funny. What does that have to do with yoga? I don't know. There's probably some kind of lesson to be wrung out of that. I'm not really in the mood right now. Funny thing happened today. I taught a class in Easton. It's not the funny part. It's an all levels intermediate class. It's not an easy class, right? And I had come up with some things that I'd wanted to try. I'm a major fan of twisting. I feel like a lot of flows are very linear, front to back. You have these lunges and you have downward dogs, and everybody's kind of doing their thing on the mat, going within the length of the mat. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of lateral stuff going on. The movements feel linear and not dynamic. So I'm a big fan of twisting, and I like to incorporate twisting where I can, where it's functional and where there's some use in it, right? I'm just not throwing that in willy-nilly. And so I planned a thing, did a little bit of research, a little bit of reading, planned some things, practiced some things. I was like, this feels really good. This is doable. Yeah, I can fit 75 minutes into this. This is no problem. I get to the studio, and of course it's 91 degrees. That was the peak. It was probably 85 average. And believe me, when you're talking about that much heat and effort, that 5 or 6 degrees makes a huge difference. And because a lot of the moves, the sequence was novel, right? It was not maybe as intuitive at first. So I was doing the whole thing with my students, and what are you doing back there? She's trying to get ants. It's really good to watch. She's a riot. Roly-polies get her every time. She'll get it in her mouth, it rolls up, she freaks out and spits it out, it rolls away, and then it lives another day. Anyway, what was I talking about? Probably yoga. I'm trying to demonstrate the postures like to the absolute maximum of my ability. I mean, I don't want to ask people to do stuff that I can't do. That's lame. Oh, breathing. Because you're trying to talk the whole time. Well, not exactly the whole time. You talk as much as you think you need to. Your breathing is not the same as maybe where you want it to be naturally if you're huffing and puffing through, some exertion. This is a really long roundabout way to say I kicked my own ass in class this morning. Look, I was wretched. One student said, "That rocked. You were great." Something like that. Or maybe it was great. You rock. I don't know. Rocks were involved. Rocks were involved. Greatness, maybe. My point is, she liked the flow. She liked the class. It was good. I didn't mean for it to be quite that strenuous, but it was rugged. I wrung my mask out at the end. I mean, it was just good hot yoga. There are some people who say that power yoga is lacking the foundational elements that make yoga so unique in its effects. And I have a problem with that idea. I mean, you're all in, right? Whether you're skiing down a hill, climbing up a mountain, pumping iron in a gym, on a machine in a gym, or doing yoga, you have the opportunity to be mindful of your movements. You have an opportunity to engage in moving meditation. You have an opportunity to find your focus and your stillness inward and not to look outside. The fact of the matter is, the large element of yoga is being still. All of our physical movements are to help us find that stillness, believe it or not, that internal stillness. And since wherever you go, there you are, there's no reason why you can't find, you can't strive for that stillness, no matter what you're doing. And I strongly believe in a rigorous. I gotta go look up some words. Rigorous? We did a rigorous investigation? Vigorously? There's some puzzlement happening there. Which words should I use? Energetic, how's that? We'll just switch it up. I strongly believe you can engage in a highly energetic physical flow and have a hot studio and call it power yoga, and you can still find that center stillness. I mean, wherever you go, there you are, right? You can find that center stillness in the middle of traffic. You can find it in the checkout line when you're trying to check people out and they're all freaking out and buying milk and eggs because it's a pancake sale because there's a snowstorm coming.
Not on the Walmart website.
No, I cannot find inner stillness and peace if I'm on the Walmart website trying to look up dog sprinklers. Just about blew my freaking stack. These freaking morons who designed a stupid website that doesn't allow you to find the information. I want to give them money, goddammit, and buy things for my dog. Yes. Yeah, I blew my stack. For like a minute. What'd you say? You're having an unreasonable reaction to this. And I wanted to get mad at that too. And I was like, yeah, I am. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm no pro. I'm just as human as the next person, right? Listen, I'm going to tell you a secret. Secret you've probably seen on the interwebs at least one time, right? The difference between an expert and an amateur, as an expert has failed more times than the amateur has even attempted. That's the difference. Yeah. So I felt after that flow, this is a really long, winding, the long and winding road. Wow. You know, if I didn't do stuff like spontaneously burst into song, I might stay on track. But who cares? Why not sing rando song of songs? After that class, I had so much discomfort right here. Like these guys, like the fronts, like right where I'm touching. It was not good at all. And I was a little worried. I think I'm going to start a new topic to not say and not say ever again. I was concerned about the feelings of the intense feelings. This one was disgruntled, and this one kept crying at the drop of a hat. I was concerned about the intense feelings after that flow, particularly in my shoulders, my deltoids. They were not jiving at all. It was a bad scene. So I did what a responsible person would do. I got 3 scoops of ice cream, hot fudge, banana split, and I ate that whole thing. And then I felt a lot better. Drank a whole bunch of water. Oh, I ate breakfast too, somewhere in there. But I'm feeling a lot better now. I think I'm in a situation where I can safely do my 365. I had wanted to get up early this morning and do it, but I decided to use the time this morning before class to go back to that flow and practice it a bit more to try to solidify it, because it was a new sequence to me. Had a lot of turnabout. Like I said, you face this way, then you face this way, then you face that way. Kind of like work around the entire perimeter of the mat, which I like. Dynamic movement, you know. Dynamic movement in between settling into the asanas. I did not know, here's the 7th funny story today. I had no idea I had this much to share on today's vlog. Just don't know. Sometimes it just comes out. So I'm gonna get to it, do my thing. I'm spent. Tomorrow I'm going to tell you all about yucca. And what it is that Cassie's doing over there constantly that drives me crazy. And why I keep trying to stop her from doing it. Yeah, that was a lot. My tank is still not full. Thank you for joining me today on my practice. Namaste.